Well, greetings and welcome back. What's up with A&E Network? Many years ago, it used to show high-quality arts programming, ballet, orchestral music, the show's biography, Evening at the Improv, City Confidential, interesting movies, etc. Because if you viewed A&E recently, you have to be questioning how the cable channel has turned into one of the most violent, down and dirty cable channels, which I know have teamed up with other suppliers. But now they show Bloodline Detectives, Dateline, The Hells Angels, Interrogation Raw, Killer Cases, 60 Days In, Cold Case Files, Manhunter, Interrogation Cam, Court Cam, Customer Wars, etc. None of these programs are uplifting, but you can learn to be a bit restrained on losing your cool because there are always consequences for a crime. So I suppose A&E is actually providing more of what we could call a real education. My son recently emailed me, and in his response, he said, "Thank you for understanding. I appreciate it." And naturally, I had to respond with, as they say, humanity thrives on understanding. But like everything else in life, we don't always excel at understanding. Do you understand? Humanity is nothing but a barcode now. Get used to it. When you die, the barcode dies. Everything is a mask sale, all gimmicks and bullshit. And we miss you, George Carlin, once again, because George would have had a lot to say about this category. And if there's a movie starring Harvey Keitel and Christopher Walken, I'm there to watch it. Those hardcore actors from New York City are always top notch. For probably one half or more of the population that is successful, the definition of success is cheating, lying, fraud, deception, deceit, duplicity, racketeering, embezzlement, etc. And the sad part of this is that many of them get away with it for decades without a scar to show. And when someone says you have my undivided attention, there's no such thing, not in today's world, unless there's a lot of money involved or life and death comes into play. And when I recently heard Whitney Houston's tune titled "It's Not Right, but It's Okay," I thought of the Republican Party of all things because everything they do and say is just that. And remember, the book is always better than the movie. I never understood what people got out of a retreat or meditation for healing or possibly finding another level of consciousness, and we're all different. Some people are extremely sensitive, others are not, and everyone has their thing since life is not always easy to navigate through. But when I was about 30 years old, I decided to pay a visit to a psychologist just to see what he could find that I didn't. Basically, I was looking for a professional opinion to see how close he was to what I felt. His style was to make you feel very relaxed, and from my point of view, I believe that he was attempting to hypnotize me. And personally, I don't think anyone could hypnotize me. I'm too thick-skulled, and I'm not claiming that he couldn't hypnotize me, but whatever it was he was attempting to do didn't work. And on the second visit, we went through the same process, and again, nothing seemed to happen that mattered to me. And again, whatever he tried and did not seem to work, or in other terms, hypnotize me. I never drifted into any subconscious state. He realized it, and so did I. We talked a bit after the session, and both of us were honest with each other. I claimed that I wasn't really getting anything out of this, and he agreed. He wished me the best, and I did the same. I never went back to another psychologist, and I don't have anything against psychologists or psychiatrists, but it did nothing for me. And I believe, for what it's worth, that both psychologists and psychiatrists are a part of a very vital function in the world. But for someone like my wife or myself, they really can't do much for us. We are who we are, and we deal with whatever happens to us in our own way. However, if the both of us, let's say we visit a psychiatrist by the second session, the doctor would probably say, "How did the both of you get through life? You're both completely different and agree on absolutely nothing," which I'm kind of making this up since they might say something like this. To which I would reply, "That's what makes it work. We argue quite a bit, and when it gets out of control, one of us walks away and we go into another room. It works for us because we're damn used to it. You see, that's our magical potion. We've been together for 40 years, and it hasn't been pretty, but it works." And in my case, the body and mind is dying. It just hasn't yet received the message. I told my wife recently that our cat Stella doesn't look very good, and she replied, "You don't look so good either." And there's one thing that everyone needs right now. It's a drink with alcohol. Unless, of course, you're a hardcore drunk and you'll have to settle for water or a soft drink. And as W.C. Fields always said, I don't drink water, the fish have sex in it. And if neighbors or friends are suddenly out of the picture for some unknown reason, you know that men weren't a part of the division or breakdown. Something went wrong amongst the women, and it will take some time for the relationship to return, if it returns at all. Women are always natural enemies with each other. If a woman senses another woman who doesn't stay in their lane, there could be trouble. Though I have to admit, I don't think this is as prevalent as it used to be. And if I have to promote a show on TV, it would be The Daily Show on Comedy Central, on Paramount Plus, YouTube, Monday through Sunday at 11 p.m. It's hysterical and quite accurate with its portrayal of our modern democracy. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But if you already haven't, the cast of characters on the show are spectacular, and the same for the writers. If you love to laugh at these fragile times, tune in, and I'll leave it at that. And lastly, as of right now, I really don't have any new material, and I hear clapping and applause in the distance. So I need to get back to work and get my mojo back somehow. I just have to keep digging, but it shouldn't take too long, and I am out. Thank you.